Hi everyone! Even though I wasn't able to go garage selling this weekend, I did pick up quite a few things. During the week I met with some people off of Facebook, and I also picked up some stuff at thrift stores, and I did a trade, so I'll show you some of the stuff I got. So first off, I'll go with my thrift store finds. I got Crash Bandicoot Wrath the Cortex, and that was $3. Usually they want $5. I'm not sure if I showed this one to you before, but I know I did just get this recently. And actually one lady at the till was like, oh, I've really been looking for that game for my son for so long, and I'm like, sorry. So I got that one, which I did need. Okay, then I bought something a little bit strange. I saw these two games and I was really excited about them. These two DS games, the Mario one and the Pokemon. And they were on the shelf, so I knew I was probably going to get them for like $2 instead of $5. But then when I opened them, the games were missing. However, when we took them to the back, they were like, oh, we'll just throw them out then. And I said, no, you know, can I have them? Because I looked inside, they had the Nintendo points, which I used for Nintendo Club. So then they put a price on them of 40 cents each. But I was able to register one and got points off it. The other one, the points they wouldn't let me have for some reason. So, oh well. At least I was able to get some points off that for 40 cents. I guess it was worth it. I want to try to get elite status again. Then I went to Value Village, and they had a ton of PSP games, and some of them I would have actually liked to have because my PSP collection is pretty small. But they wanted $7.99 per game, and it seems like they always do $7.99 per game, so unless it's a game I really want, I'm not going to buy it. And also, you know, when you look at PSP games, you have to look and make sure that the little window is not falling in on them because they crack and break really easily. So I passed up on those even though I didn't want to, and I went to another thrift store and I was able to find 2 more PSP games, but these were only $2.98 each. And I was like, oh, awesome, I like that price. What was even better is this is not Buzz Jr. in here. I'll show you what that one is. This one is the Dead or Alive, and it's the volleyball game. Kind of ladies, but it doesn't matter, right? So in the other game, I found Need for Speed Shift. So I really like the Need for Speed games. I've played them for years since they were used to be on the PC back in the 90s, so I took it for that. For $3 each was much better than $7.99. Well, the next deal I did was a trade, and I traded some, I think of some fishing stuff and like a few little tooly things, and I got some Nintendo stuff because I had sort of responded to someone who was interested in some things, and I got some pretty good stuff. Now I do have the cords, like controllers and stuff, but I just didn't show them here. I got a Sony PS1. The door does need to be fixed, so now I've got 2 of these for sale, but the price was right, so that's fine. I got a Super Nintendo. Although it's kind of faded, but you know, that's okay. As long as they work fine, I'm not too worried about it. I used to go pretty cheap on these, but I'm not going to do that anymore because I think they're still a really quality system. So I do have the controllers and stuff for this as well. So that was there. And the final system I got was a Nintendo. I haven't had one of these in a while. A lot of these seem to get picked up pretty quickly around here, so I think that's really good too. I haven't actually tried this one out yet, so I'm hoping it's working, but usually you can get them going at some point. I don't really want to replace the pin connector, it's a little expensive. And I also got some games. I got Star Tropics, which I already had anyway, so I gotta sell that one too. I got Super Mario Brothers, which I already have, so I'm gonna sell that too. And Tetris, so I'm gonna sell that. But I'm probably going to make up some sort of package, I'm thinking, and look at the other games that I have, because I have a couple boxes of games here, and then I have boxes of systems. I got like a ton of systems around here now, so if I already have it, I'm not going to keep a second copy, so I'm going to sell them, make some money, and buy some more games. One other game I got with it, actually I was pretty happy with it, because it's kind of a valuable sports game. Well, I think at least for sports games, if it's valued over $10, it's pretty good. It's Capcom's Soccer Shootout, so I was pretty happy to get that. I didn't have that yet, so that's going into my collection. And there's also a case for putting the games in. I always keep these because maybe one day I'll get the games all boxed and then I can have them in their sleeves too. So Now it comes to my final pickup of the week. I was talking to the girl on Facebook and she was having a sort of sale, and I asked her about games. She did have a couple GameCube ones, but they were really lame and I didn't really want to spend very much. So she gave me a list of all these PlayStation 2 games, and usually I don't buy PlayStation 2 games, but these were pretty cheap when I figured it all out, so I thought, yeah, maybe I'll go take a look at them. She had a big stack and she wanted, I think she said $25. I talked her down to $20 before I even left the house. Then when I got over there, one of the games I wanted wasn't in the case. It was a different game, which didn't really matter to me, but it was like I think it was Dark Sonic or something like that. It was like one of those Dark Sonic games. And I thought to myself, okay, well, now I can talk her down to even less. So I said, well, how about $15? And I'm like, what's the best price you could do? She hummed and hawed about it a little bit, but then she got me to $18, which is about $1.10, $1.12, and maybe like $1.20 for one game. So they were all around like $1.10. Okay, so I got a ton of games for $1.10 each. So I thought it was a really good deal. Anyway, I will show you what I got. It's quite a big set of games, and surprisingly, only 2 of them I already had. So now I've got a bunch of PS2 games to add to my collection. We'll start off the 2 that I already have, and that is Naruto Ultimate Ninja and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And all these games are actually in really good condition. They have like the booklets and they're not scratched up or anything. And there's a little bonus inside one of them too. Okay, so I got... Actually, I think I already had this one too. It was the Crash Bandicoot Vortex again. But the interesting thing about this is I was a little more happy with the deal too, is because inside there was an original Crash Bandicoot for PlayStation 1. And that's like a $10 value. So I thought, oh, perfect. You know, I didn't really go on about how they were like not together in the same set. I'm just like, oh, yeah. So I took that. Okay, so I got the Need for Speed set, all 3 games. It's the Most Wanted, and Underground 2, and Underground. And the reason I know they're from the set is because when I open them up, it says right here, I don't know if you can see it, not for resale, so, or not to be separated. So the 3 of them go together. I think they're worth a little bit more as the set, but I just priced them out individually, but I am keeping those. Okay, and the next games I got were Scalar. Looks kind of like a neat little game. Naruto, I don't know if I'll spell this right, Uzumaki Chronicles. I already have one of them, so this is the second one, or first one. Splinter Cell, Tom Clancy. Don't really like those games, but eh. Ace Combat 5, I think I already have 4, so I thought, okay. And now this one, see, I thought was Shadow the Hedgehog. This is the one I actually thought, oh yeah, great, you know? But it's actually not that inside. Inside it's Summoner, and I already have Summoner too, so I thought, okay, that's fine. And then I got some more. I got Devil May Cry 2, Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness, Gun, and the one I was kind of interested in actually when I saw it was Dawn of Mana. So I think like anything like that is kind of a little bit harder to find. It's not like it's really valuable, a little more uncommon. So that's all the stuff I picked up this week. I'm totally excited about going to garage sales again this week. They didn't actually look that good when I read them, so I don't think I really missed out on too much, and I'm hoping that they'll be better this week, but people go away a lot here, and you just don't get the amount of garage sales you want in the summer, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Bye.